because of the work I've done, I know that if I show up defensively when an officer's in my presence, then they're triggered to assume I'm hiding something. Because they don't know, oh, for 400 years we've been oppressing them, and that's in his DNA, and of course his reaction is to protect himself. I don't think like that. So I have to be so hyper aware of myself to be like, am I showing up in a way that would give them permission to think that I'm a threat? I have to do that mental acrobatic stunt in my mind and in my heart and in my body. I don't have the experience of these guys are generally here to help me.
Could just be a cop that's actually a good person that just wants justice and wants to take people who are doing the wrong thing and hopefully rehabilitate them.
Well, their job is to make things safe, to de-escalate, right? Their job is to serve and protect.
Yeah, you're hitting on the most important thing, which is ego.
Yeah.
We can't actually make safe spaces when there's ego. Yeah. Even when you're catching someone doing the wrong thing, you actually have to bring in an energy that's so powerful. No one's feeling like, oh, I'm so peaceful, everything's great, I think I'm going to go rob a liquor store.
Also, like, how do I use my ego to serve my highest self?
Right. You have such an amazing heart. You have the ability and the capacity to not just share truth, but hear it beneath everyone's ego. The whole reason I'm making this podcast is because I would love it if everyone could approach every moment of wrongdoing with, this is an opportunity for growth.
I got arrested several times leaving my house trying to get to school. You gotta acknowledge that we as oppressed group in a country that we were taken to and stripped of culture and stripped of identity, pinned against each other for enjoyment of slave owners. In those 400 years, we've never had the space and the freedom to process. We grew up wanting to talk about slavery, wanting to talk about the oppression, and we were told, well, that was in the past. It doesn't matter anymore. When you suppress long enough and then you're like, okay, go, you're like, well, here it is. On social media, which is already problematic because it's really one-sided, we had like Blackout Tuesday and people were putting up black squares. I was like, that's great. But if all these white people are putting up black squares, then once again, what's being amplified is white voices. This ain't the time, because it has been a safe space for you to tell your story for 400 years. It's never been safe for us to do